TBT and the Syracuse region rolls on with our second game of the night. And this will match the #1 seed in this tournament. Here in Syracuse, Boeheim's Army, the home team, against the 4 seed. We are D3. This place will be rocking the SRC Arena on the campus of Onondaga Community College, Syracuse, New York. What a night ahead of basketball. We've already had one great game, and this one promises to be just as good. Our bracket so far, stars of stories, by that much. Winning it at the Elam Ending on Ryan Boatwright's 3. They move on. They'll beat the winner of this game Wednesday night, 7 Eastern, over on FS1. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had enough time to catch your breath because we're right back at it. Boeheim's Army, as dominant a #1 as we saw in the opening round. They were magnificent here on this home court of theirs with 18 three-pointers.
Wait, you expect me to put this all back together after that last game that we just saw? Well, no. Boeheim's Army was awesome. And not only the threes, I thought it was the beautiful passing teamwork. It was contagious. You see a lot of open jump shots here, Bob. Obviously, they got to make them, right? You got to have guys with talent. That was contested. But the way the ball moved, inside, outside, the extra pass, the hockey pass, it was just beautiful team basketball, and it worked.
And for We Are D3, a team of great D3 players who have turned professional. Ty Nichols was terrific, had 20 points in round 1 for Lane's Hope. This team has a knack of staying in big games late.
They really do. All D3 players at one time or another, they're hungry. I thought Nichols was special because he did it everywhere. Hit threes, hit twos, got to the free throw line. He is a lot to handle.
It seems like every year in this tournament, We Are D3 has to play like the #1 team on their home court, but they are a worthy opponent to be sure. The lineups at tip when we come back to Syracuse.
Occurs on the 15th foul of each quarter. And finally, TBT uses the Elam Ending, which we will explain further when the time comes. But now, without any further ado, let's play ball.
Welcome back to Syracuse as we get set for Boeheim's Army against We Are D3. We welcome in the third member of our broadcast crew for Game 2. Say hello to Sean Dorselis.
Thanks, Bob. Well, guys, 5 years ago, Elijah Hughes was suiting up for the Orange. He ended his college career on a win, but it wasn't a happy ending. Hughes was the leader of the 2020 Orange squad, whose season was cut short due to COVID. In his final game, he led the Orange in an upset win over North Carolina. The next day, the season was canceled. Hughes is seeking some Syracuse redemption this summer for Boeheim's Army. And 5 years later, he's back, flying high, hitting threes, and bringing his juice to the Cuse. Bob?
And he was outstanding in his first TBT game. Head coach emeritus of Boeheim's Army, Jim Boeheim, where he sat for Game 1. Same seat, end of the bench. This place is now full as we get set for Boeheim's Army and We Are D3. Buddy Boeheim back out there for Boeheim's Army. Took the red eye, got here, a little sleep, and it did not matter. He was incredible shooting the basketball. Buddy had 24 points and 7 threes in the win over Herkimer Originals. Opening tip to the home team, and here we go. Jacob Gilliard at the point. Buddy turns, banks, and misses. This is out to Boeheim.
Well, it's not sold out. It's close, but it is rocking right now, and everybody's standing up as is their tradition, and you can tell they are fired up about this TBT and Boeheim's Army.
Catch and shoot. Off the mark for Buddy's first three-pointer of the night. Here comes We Are D3. They took care of their game in the first round against Lane's Hope. This is the man you talked about, Ty Nichols. His first shot of the night.
Well, it will be interesting to see how We Are D3 reacts to this crowd. They have not been in situations like this in their careers playing D3 basketball. This is going to be something a little new. Now, these guys are older, so we'll see.
And a steal by Elijah Hughes. What a good defensive challenge that time by Alex Sobel. Knocked away. D3 with it. We Are D3 is playing in its 7th TBT. They got their first win last season. And of course, a victory here on Saturday. But they have played Boeheim's Army on this floor before, so they know that as a unit, the old guys telling them what to expect. So off the bounce, losing control with Sam Peak. Here comes Boeheim's Army. Gilliard missed a three and a cold start to this one. Azor, he lost the handle. Boeheim with a steal. Had good hands by Todd Nichols, but he had to foul to do it, stopping the Syracuse break.
Well, I'm interested to see how We Are D3 defends Boeheim's Army. Boeheim's Army has so much talent on the floor, maybe as much as anybody in TBT this year. And what we talked about in the open, the way they work the ball, the way they share it, We Are D3 has to be really disciplined in the way they cover on that side of the ball.
Chris McCullough off the contact, floats and hits.
We talked about it the other night. McCullough, one of the most talented kids in this tournament. So talented coming out of college, NBA draft pick, and sky's the limit for him.
Ty Nichols. Sobel kicks it out. Marcus Azor, number 10. Underwood missing. Buddy collects. Looked on a give and go, but here is McCullough from the top. Rebound tapped around. D3's got it. Jamil Wilson, number 31. Didn't get a chance to play Saturday out there for Boeheim's Army tonight. And open on the sideline was head coach Alan Griffin. But that's not who he wanted to throw it to.
And Alan Griffin, by the way, was fantastic the other night, organizing this team, leading this team, plays after timeouts.
Wilson, back to Buddy Boeheim. Got it. And three-point stroke right there. I think may be counted as a two. We'll check. No, it is a three. 5-0.
Well, you had the line of the night, the other night, that I guess not everything stays in Vegas, because Buddy's shooting touch came all the way out here to Syracuse, New York. So he was ready right after that NBA Summer League, and he's primed. I mean, you play in the NBA Summer League, your legs are going to be under you. You're going to have good rhythm and good timing, and he did.
And last year in the G League with Oklahoma City, what a fertile training ground for the world champs, Elijah Hughes. 8-0.
Well, Elijah Hughes, he's just beautiful to watch. A wing in this storied history of the Syracuse alum wings. Of course, Carmelo Anthony, the greatest of all time wing. One of the greatest in the history of basketball.
After hitting 18 threes in their opening win, Buddy Boeheim gets their first of the night. And then Elijah Hughes with a contested three here.
Well, if you don't jump up in his airspace immediately, he's going to make you pay. Just ultra talented. size, strength. I love how Buddy and Elijah both, they get the ball so high on that jump shot. I even mentioned Melo. Melo used to do that so perfectly. Bob, you've covered him a million times in the NBA, and this textbook how he would turn and shoot and face, get his body. And that's the thing that kids don't understand, being on balance. He was always on such great balance.
Samuel Peak giving We Are D3 its first points.
Well, and even this early, D3's got to be careful, down 8-1. And you can feel the energy from this Boeheim's Army. They're playing with a lot of energy, not coming out. You're really using the crowd, I think.
Todd Nichols with the foul, and Jimmy Boeheim comes in for Coach Griffin. Shot clock at 20. It's hard to say because there's a lot of great teams in TBT, but the more you watch Boeheim's Army, you're thinking this may be the tournament favorite. Jimmy makes it 10-1.
And Jimmy, the recipient of, again, that spectacular ball movement.
Nice tough two inside for number 2, Demetrius Underwood.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And this team, they're a lot smaller than Boeheim's Army, but they're really good inside. I mean, they know how to use their size.
Gilliard with a 3. I mean, these guys are rolling. 13-3 and a steal.
How fast is Gilliard? Jeez.
D3 coming up with it. Peak to the basket. And this one is going to be in play, stolen by Nichols. Ty Gibbs and Underwood scores. And with that, we're going to have a timeout. 4:06 in a racehorse start to this one. 13-5, Boeheim's Army. TBT, the basketball tournament, is powered by Puma and by Or Health. TBT, the basketball tournament, is powered by Puma and by Or Health. Or Health, a daily pill to drink less or quit. And Purple. Purple, less pain, better sleep. Back in Syracuse, injury update from Sean Dorselis.
Thanks, Bob. Boeheim's Army big man Rakeem Christmas checked out of the game early. He made his way to the locker room with the trainer, got some medical tape on his right shoulder, but he just made his way back to the bench.
Bah humbug. We don't want to hear about injuries for Christmas.
I know. It was bad enough when he changed his number, right, from 25 the other night.
Right, we had a serious situation here when he had a jersey malfunction, had to go to number 32.
At least he could have gone to 24.
Jimmy Boeheim with a great move. 15-5.
You know, this is my first time seeing the Boeheim brothers play in person. What really sticks out to me, Bob, is their size. They have incredible size, so they have ball skills, know how to play, but when they get around the rim or even shooting, they can get over people.
Yeah, Jimmy's 6'8", Buddy's 6'5". Off the bounce for Ty Nichols.
Nichols can do it all, and you'll see his game is really a little bit of, as you say, 3-level scorer, right?
Off the rim for Wilson.
Boom.
Nichols drills another one.
Yeah, he's not messing around, and I think when you get down like they were down, in danger of kind of getting blown out of the game, you needed someone to step up, and he did.
To the corner, Gilliard. He hits a tough three. Man, Daquan Davis was right there. Frank Mason is checked in for Boeheim's Army.
I was just going to say, lest we forget, Frank Mason is on this team.
And poked that one away.
Former player of the year in college basketball. And him and Gilliard are one of the best 1-2 punches in this entire TBT this year.
And we had an offensive foul on Christian Parker.
Well, nobody picks up Nichols right there, and that's got to find their best player.
Yeah, you might want to guard him.
Yeah. Scouting report.
18-11. A raucous first quarter here in Syracuse. Jimmy going up off the glass. You know, the other thing about the Boeheims, they're so much better than they were as collegians.
Yeah, they really are, and that's something you do forget is people get better, not just a little better, but a lot better when you play professionally, whether it be NBA, Europe, whatever it is.
And believe me, they were great college players. 20-13.
Jimmy Boeheim in college, 25% of his shots were threes, so he can shoot it, but much more comfortable in the lane area.
Man, Gilliard is having a quarter. My goodness. He's got 9 points on 3 of 5 3-point shooting.
Well, played 42 games with the Grizzlies and the Nets in the league, and so he knows what it's like at the highest level.
Kept alive and dropping one in is Christian Parker.
It's like we are D3 have kind of got their feet under them. A little better last 4 minutes. The hardest part for them now is defensively. How do they get a stop?
Jimmy with a super spin after the crossover, but just left it short. The shooting for Boeheim's Army in 5 quarters of TBT has been just sensational. A steal by Underwood. Shovels to Nichols. Final minute of this first quarter. Look at Gilliard with the ball pressure. Man, all kinds of contact, and we're going to have a foul on Jacob.
Nichols did a nice job getting his arm under Gilliard's arm. There's that three. And just a simple little step forward, kind of a step back there. Too quick for the big right there. Gilliard with another three.
Here's Gilliard. Had that double-double with points and assists, and that's a rarity in TBT. First time we've had one of those in 2 TBTs. Samaje Christian did it for the Xavier alums a couple of years back. Like I say, it's hard to accumulate really big numbers in TBT. What a block by Jimmy. These games don't last that long. Mason to the corner, and the three is an air ball by Malachi Richardson. Mason's going to take the foul.
12
26.9. Third team foul on Boeheim's Army. Todd Nichols will come right back into the game. And Jackson Shannick will head out.
This has got to be one of the coolest things in the world. You're Jim Boeheim, a legend. And there's the coach for We Are D3. Reg, Coach Reg.
Yeah, Mike Rainiak.
Fun talking to him yesterday. And he pointed out what you said. He said, man, every year we have to play the Blue Bloods. Every year.
He's got to get a better non-conference schedule.
That's right.
Impress the committee. Oh, what a rejection.
Wow.
At the horn. I think they're going to put a little more time on. But going up to the upper room to get it, Jamil Wilson. They're going to put .6 on the clock.
Well, Wilson not available in that first game, so bringing him in and without a problem. Look at that.
Time for a catch and shoot. And that counts. Ty Nichols. What a shot. That will be a 3, and the quarter ends with Boeheim's Army. Now they changed it to a 2. Boeheim's Army 23, and We Are D3 17.
I'll tell you, We Are D3, it looked like it was going to be a blowout. They did a nice job late in that first quarter to keep it close. 23-17, only down 6 with that bomb.
After video review, the call on the court is confirmed. A made two-point basket by Ty Nichols. At the end of the first quarter, it is the Boeheim's Army 23. We Are D3 17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Frank, you got the ball at the top. Mally, you're gonna be in the corner here. Buddy, you here, right? All right, we're gonna hit Chris. All right, now you're gonna go here, Frank. Buddy, I want you to wrap, head under the rim, okay? Frank, after you wrap over you, you're gonna pop back here, okay? All right. So now Starkey's gonna step out. We're gonna hit Starkey. We're gonna go to Frank. And as that's happening, buddy, you got head under the rim. We're gonna set this elevator screen. Let's try to get a 3 at the top of the key. All right, let's try to get one out here. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's execute. Yeah. Hey, listen. We gotta still try to take the ball to the basket too, fellas. All right, let's get these guys in foul trouble. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's
go, y'all. Army on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Army, let's go. For a special meet and greet and autograph session with the 2025-2026 Syracuse men's basketball team. Access is available for all ticketed fans and will take place behind the east basket. That is the far side basket with the big bracket. Autograph session meet and greet with Syracuse men's basketball at halftime. We'll see you there.
Frank, after you wrap over you, you're gonna pop back here, okay? All right. So now Starkey's gonna step out. We're gonna hit Starkey. We're gonna go to Frank. And as that's happening, buddy, you got head under the rim. We're gonna set this elevator screen. Let's try to get a 3 at the top of the key. All right. Let's try to get one out here. All right. All right. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's execute. Yeah.
Inside the Boeheim's Army huddle with head coach Alan Griffin, powered by Puma. Let's check in with Sean.
Yeah, Bob. Ty Nichols has spent some time this summer playing at New York City's famed Rucker Park. He's played so well, they've given him a new nickname, They call him the crowd silencer. He's trying to live true to his nickname here at this raucous crowd in Syracuse tonight.
We had TBT at Rucker Park a couple of summers ago. That was a fantastic experience.
Were you there?
I was.
That's awesome.
It's a playground,
Yeah.
in Harlem.
Right.
Famous Rucker Park. And we carved out the court for TBT, had a blast.
That's so cool. By the way, awesome story there by Sean. That is so cool.
When you get a nickname at Rucker Park, you've done something.
And by the way, segued perfectly to his silencer right at the quarter. So great work there.
23-17 is our score.
And I've always wanted to play there. Now, I could have played maybe when I was 20, 21, 22. Ain't going to happen now.
Nice dive to the basket.
Well, they were trying to run that elevator screen to get Buddy Boeheim that look, and so many people came out on him there, he had to look inside.
The silencer.
Living up to it.
25-20. Great point, Matt, you made about D3 back in this game. And the crowd's settled back in. Richardson threw this one through the hands of Chris McCullough.
Okay, I'm saying the silencer is the best nickname at TBT this year. I'm throwing that out there. I'm challenging anyone to have a better nickname than that with those kind of jump shots. I just want to see him get it and go to work right now. I think they got to go to him right now. He's got the hot hand. Create something, ball screen up top. He rejects it to get to the rim, though.
And goes off his leg out of bounds. Todd Nichols with 11 points. He's hit 3 threes here in the first half.
Nice job by Mason to get the hand in there. And I think Mason knew from the moment he started driving, I'm not going to block his shot. I'll get that ball when he gets it down by his waist, and he did. Look at how strong Mason is. Wow. Wow.
And knows how to use it.
I didn't think he could finish there because his strides were so long. I didn't think he was going to be able to have the sort of lift to get there, and he did. Beautiful.
Oh, tripped on the spin. 3-on-1 the other way. And a lay-in for Todd Nichols. 27-22.
Well, one of the things we are D3 did early, they turned it over almost every time. They've been taking much better care of the ball.
Marcus Azor steps on the gas.
I like this kid too. I liked him right there on the post-up.
Davis. And up high to get it, 6'11", Noah Starkey. Buddy Boeheim firing.
A lot of contact on that jump shot. No call.
Davis, 15 on the shot clock. Nichols, air ball. Starkey rebounds.
Now Mason's done a nice job on him to start this second quarter. Big size difference here.
And a foul on the reach in. Looking at the We Are D3 bench, alumni from around the country and D3 schools. They all, in this day and age, have a little D1 experience. But they have been a staple here recently of TBT. And a young team. As you see, 5 players. Coach Reg just were on campus. Buddy Boeheim. And it's tipped out by Todd Nichols. 16 on the shot clock.
Did I have this right? Was it Coach Rainiac's wife that was going to sing the
Kim was
national
supposed
anthem?
to sing the anthem tonight. She did that for us last year in Dayton. Marvelous singer. Christmas. Boy, that big body.
Former McDonald's All-American. Great hands.
Good baseline jump shot by Sami Willoughby.
A lot of energy from Willoughby when he comes in. Great defender, talks a lot, does a really good job out there for his team. They just get better when he's in on defense.
Well, D3 is hung in there, down only 5. 5:20 left in the second. We're at Onondaga Community College, the SRC Arena. A lot of orange in the stands. And they love their team. These guys are saints in this city.
Oh, yeah.
Ty Nichols. Azor at the end of the clock. Kept alive, and a nice stick back by Willoughby.
Look at Willoughby's energy and effort has been big the last few possessions. Guard McCullough down low. That's a hard matchup.
And he got it in the bucket.
That's about 5-6 inches on him.
31-26.
I love Azor's handle. He can really handle it.
Azor, air ball. Willoughby, let's see, it's going to belong to Boeheim's Army. Boy, this was that basket a second ago, Matt, by Chris McCullough.
And it's sometimes hard to go against smaller, stronger players. Tough angle for him. He's able to kind of coax it over the rim with the left hand. And I think they got to keep going back to McCullough right now. He's got that matchup. See if they hit him again.
Hughes, right there.
When you got Hughes, that's as good an option as well.
33-26.
I just like watching Hughes play, man. That guy, he is so smooth.
Campbell. Back now to Quarry. He turns it over. 4-on-1. Ooh, showtime from McCullough.
Crowd loves it. Got to get that TO when the crowd loves it like that.
3:28 timeout. We are D3. A 4-on-1 break ends with a Chris McCullough flush. And Boeheim's Army has taken a 9-point advantage. Here it is. Gilliard on a tee from McCullough.
Seed. Carmen's crew is 2 points away. Fort Wayne needs 4 points. Playing the 73 here in the regional semifinal. The 1 seed with Bradford, the running drive. Carmen's crew carries on. Harmon's crew is 2 points away. Fort Wayne needs 4 points. Playing the 73 here in the regional semifinal. The 1 seed with Bradford, the running drive. Carmen's crew carries on.
From historic Hinkle Fieldhouse at Butler, the defending champs stay alive. Here's a look at TBT past champions, brought to you by AARP. Join AARP and get instant access to member benefits. You see the name Carmen's crew not once but twice, breaking through in 2019 and then again last year behind Jared Sellinger, claiming the championship for a second time. A TBT staple, the Ohio State Alumni.
Of course, you did the game when Boeheim's Army won it. Got our guy Devo, Eric Devendorf, on the sign up there.
Assistant coach on Boeheim's Army. Another legend here in Syracuse, Underwood. Shot clock at 4. Swatted down by Christmas. And gets the rebound. And a Wes Unseld outlet pass. And the lay-in for Hughes.
Wes Unseld, I love how you went back to that. I was thinking the kid from our guy from Cleveland that played with
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love. I was going Kevin Love, and you went Wes. Even better.
From the baseline, Demetrius Underwood. Kevin Love's middle name is Wesley, named after Wes Unseld.
That's deep research right there.
Christmas. A lot of banging inside, the foul on David Murray. Kevin's dad, Stan, played with Wes.
Is that right? Okay.
Bullets. That's where that came from. Wes Unseld, Matt, used to sit at a chair, like summertime Clemens, sit in a chair at the foul line and throw the ball off the backboard at the other end of the floor. Wow. Try that sometime.
Yeah, no. That's like throwing the ball all the way up the ramp at the New Mexico, where New Mexico plays at the pit. Yeah, hard to do. So so Love's, if Love is going to be the last guy that has that kind of, who's the new guy that has the outlet in the NBA?
It's kind of a lost art.
It is.
The way they shoot threes now, they don't run fast breaks anymore. You used to run a fast break, the wings would cross underneath the bat. That never happens anymore. You just stop at the three-point line.
Yeah.
Underwood, too strong. Christmas clears. Hughes looking to make a move. Air ball, but rebounded in midair by Charles Pride and stuck back in.
Well, the thing that sticks out to me right now with Boeheim's Army, the depth that they have. Not only great players, just all across their board, the bench, the starters. They could field 2 teams that would do very well in this tournament.
Nichols, no. Tries it again. The silencer is back.
The silencer reminds me of who's the kid that played for Utah, and now Jordan Clarkson. He reminds me of Clarkson a bit. Maybe because of the headband a little bit. Kind of that incredible offensive weapon. Could get firecracker hot.
Hughes. Fox, beautiful. Samuel Peak moving in quickly.
Yeah, that was nice and finished with the offhand there.
40-33 and a timeout. 52 seconds. The time remaining in the second quarter. We'll step aside with them and return. Boeheim's Army leading by 7. Tomorrow, it's win or go home at the UEFA Women's Euro semifinals. Defending champion England taking on Italy. That starts at 2:30 Eastern only on Fox. Bob Rathman, Matt Muhlenbach back with you in Syracuse. We've got 52 seconds left before halftime. And it's going to belong to Boeheim's Army as Jamil Wilson triggers it.
Well, I think interesting too, Boeheim's Army, introducing some new players tonight that they did not have Saturday. So I think part of their challenge, Bob, is so many good players. How do they kind of mix and match the lineups? How does Alan Griffin decide who to play, when to play him? I mean, they've got a pretty stacked roster. Of course, everyone wants to play, but got to find the right matches here.
And Wilson, who rejoined the ball club today, he was supposed to be here Saturday, but coming out of Puerto Rico, got to Philadelphia, flight canceled, couldn't make it here tonight. But you talk about a TBT veteran.
Yeah.
Wilson has a world of experience just in this tournament.
And I think that's a really good point, understanding what this tournament's about as the Army kind of loses focus on defense. And I think they've kind of taken their foot off the gas pedal a little bit in this second quarter. They've had some really big runs on offense. But credit We Are D3 for really hanging in.
Hughes at the buzzer, and he's fouled with time remaining. A big collision as Hughes was taking it up. He knew he only had a handful of seconds to work with.
Hughes does a great job just hanging in the air there for something, and it was close. I think there was some contact, and I think We Are D3 was trying to say that he didn't get the foul even before the clock went off, but clearly did.
1 second on the clock as Hughes goes to the line. The foul was charged to Christian Parker. And now Elijah Hughes playing his first TBT at that foul line. At 21 here, first game Saturday against Herkimer. Hit 5 threes. He was outstanding. Missed the second shot, and a half in. So we've come to intermission, and We Are D3 shaky early, but they righted the ship. They've cut it to 6 here at the half.
Yeah, they hung on, and I mean, only down 6. I think that's a huge win for them, and they go into halftime with some confidence.
Our halftime score of Boeheim's Army 41, and We Are D3 35. You see the D3 coaching staff. We check in with Sean.
Coach Griff, 6-point lead for you guys right now. How do you open this thing up in the second half?
Yeah, I think we got to take the ball to the basket a little bit more, try to get the ball inside. I thought Rock did a really good job for the time he was in there. I thought Chris did a really good job around the basket. I think for us to have success, we got to get the ball inside a little bit more.
Now defensively, D3 guard Ty Nichols had 16 points. What's the key to slowing him down?
Yeah, you got to continue to make him take tough shots, all right, contested shots. He takes them, 30-footers. I mean, he make those with your hand in his face. We got to live with that. But we got to make him a 2-point player, send him into our big guys, and hopefully we can protect the rim.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck in the second half.
All right, you got it.
Bob.
The top seed, Boeheim's Army, with a lead of 6 at intermission. 41-35, Boeheim's Army on top. Back with our halftime after this. Halftime continues here from Syracuse, New York, TBT 2025. Stay with halftime, guys. Halftime continues here from Syracuse, New York, TBT 2025. Stay with us. We'll be back with more stats and highlights coming up. Back in Syracuse, where the top seed, Boeheim's Army, leads We Are D3 41-35. Bob and Matt back with you, and you got to give We Are D3 a lot of credit, man. They scrapped their way back at the end of the first quarter and again at the end of the second.
Yeah, that's the word I would use, is scrap their way, and that's what you'd expect, right, from a D3 team. They had 9 offensive boards. They played hard. They played hard on both ends of the court, and I thought what was key for them, they got down early. It almost looked like it was going to be an absolute boat race. They came back into it. Often Nichols was fabulous. The silencer, a great nickname, but we'll see. Let's see how Boeheim's Army responds, because I thought We Are D3 played better in that second quarter.
The halftime stats are brought to you by Purple. Purple, less pain, better sleep. I want to point out one thing about Boeheim's Army and their three-point shooting. Now, they were lights out here on Saturday night, and they started like a house of fire tonight. But for the first quarter in TBT in 2025, they did not hit a three in that second period. They were 0 for 2, and that's such a big part of their offense.
Yeah, it really is, and that's why I think you heard their coach right before halftime talking about Alan Griffin said, hey, we got to get the ball inside. Let's get some easy buckets. Let's use our size to our advantage.
The third quarter is straight ahead. 41-35. Some of that size on display from Chris McCullough. TBT, the basketball tournament, is powered by Puma and by AARP. Join it. TBT, the basketball tournament, is powered by Puma and by AARP. Join AARP and get instant access to member benefits. Dusk in Syracuse. Boeheim's Army 41. We are D3 35 as we start quarter number 3. Crowd of well over 3,000, touching 4 here at SRC Arena on the campus of Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. Ty Nichols has been, quite frankly, unconscious in this game. 30-footers with a hand in his face.
Yeah, tough shot taker and tough shot maker. Why you get, as you pointed out, why you get the nickname at Rucker Park. I mean, not many people in this arena right now have a nickname at Rucker. Maybe the only one.
Boeheim with it. Mike Rainiak and D3 right in this game, with this crowd becoming a factor like they were at the start of the contest. McCullough, deep post knocked away. Good anticipation by Alex Sobel, and a break for D3, and wow, a big time foul as Samuel Peak got slammed on his layup attempt. Let's check in with Sean Dorsellis.
Thanks, Bob. I spoke to D3 head coach Mike Rainiak at the break. He was happy with the shots that his team is taking. He just wants them to take more. Turnovers have been an issue, 9 of them in the first half.
Peak at the line. I mean, this guy was a stud in D3 now. He was an All-America coming out of Wesleyan. Played later at Stetson's. Been in the G League last year at Motor City. Steps up and knocks down the free throws, 41-37.
Well, any nerves that team may have had are all but over now. They're in this game and they know it.
Christmas, all kinds of contact, and Alex Sobel got the worst of it, and he committed the foul.
There's not a whole lot Sobel can do when Christmas has decided, I'm going to go in for a bucket. He did the best he could.
6'9", 250.
I always saw it, Rakeem Christmas, what was cool about his career, great player coming in, McDonald's All-American, did not have his first 3 years huge games or huge seasons for the Orange, but then his senior year blossomed and became that great draft pick in the NBA.
And since turning professional, he's played in 10 different countries. See the world when you play international basketball.
Right. Passport, not just an option.
Couple of duds at the line. Underwood for 3. Into the hands of Buddy Boeheim. You know, Buddy wanted to play TBT for a lot of reasons. Obviously, get in front of the crowd, play with his brother, his teammates. But he also wanted a little more playing time this summer before heading back to fall camp with OKC. He broke his thumb at the end of the G League season last year. He's getting back, and he had a great summer league with the Pacers and now carries that over to TBT.
Well, and I think that's a great point about this tournament, Bob, is that a lot of these players can use this tournament as much as they love playing and the competition. This is not just, you know, pickup ball. This is real deal basketball. They can use it to get in shape for their pro careers, whether that be NBA, G League, overseas, wherever it is.
And for the players that are leaving soon, their training camp is right around the corner. I mean, those international teams, many of the in the European market, they're going to go to camp in like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is a great run for them to get ready for camp.
Totally. In-game, high competition. There's Coach Boeheim looking on. How much fun it is for him to watch both of his sons.
Erased by Christmas, but followed in by Underwood.
And you see Jim Boeheim over there kind of leaning in. I get the feeling he wants to make a couple calls. Like kind of, you know what I'm saying? It never leaves you.
Yeah, go to a 2-3 zone.
That's right.
Underwood driving.
Oh,
smacked down by Christmas. He's being the Grinch defensively.
There's blocks, and there's like volleyball blocks where you block it out of bounds, and then there's just, I'm going to throw it into the ground like I'm really upset at something.
22 on the shot clock.
His length is crazy.
Nichols. Ty looking for his first second half points.
Telling you, Jordan Clarkson. Look, the poor man's Jordan Clarkson.
He dribbles it a lot.
He
like
dribbles
Clarkson.
it like
That's a backcourt violation.
Well, we'll see. Alan Griffin talked a lot about getting the ball inside in this third quarter. But I do feel like Buddy Boeheim is going to kind of get loose here in the quarter as well. So we'll see which one wins on that.
The big fella putting it down.
Yes, it was actually both there.
45-39. And they finally have a chance to sit down. And the lay-in is good. Man, this guy has been something else tonight. Ty Nichols. Boeheim harassed, gets it to Gilliard. And we got a blocking foul. This is going to be on Ty Nichols. Third foul on Ty.
Number 24, back in for Willoughby.
Sydney Willoughby coming in.
Willoughby been the energizer bunny for this team. Been terrific defensively.
Christmas just overpowering in the post, but rolled it off the rim. Ty Nichols. And a foul on the driving Christian Parker. 6:10 left.
And you wonder, is Boeheim's Army going to get a little frustrated? They feel like, you know, you get the sense that they have a bigger lead than they do. It's only 4 points.
Of course, we play the full third quarter, and then the fourth, the Elam Ending. Christmas gets a breather.
We saw that Elam Ending and the home crowd work for a while for the Ville yesterday. They were so far down, the crowd almost trying to get their own victory in TBT. But just too big a deficit, 25 points I think it was.
Great crowd, of course, at historic Memorial at Lexington.
Yep.
And La Familia was able to hold off the Auburn alums. We're ready. Kept alive by Wilson, but deflected and stolen by D3. Azor sticks a fork in it. Now they get into their offense. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ty Nichols. Boy, he has been unstoppable. 45 aside.
Well, and that's the thing with the silence.
Oh, another turnover. And another one. Right back. Gilliard fires and hits.
They needed that. That was, they have been kind of in mud in this third quarter.
48-45, peak.
Nice tip.
Gilliard on the bounce to Jimmy Boeheim. To his brother. And the three ball is good. Back-to-back threes, taken up to 6. The head coach emeritus is pleased. Reversed by Azor and a foul.
A little bit of contact there, not a whole lot. Well, the coolest thing about the Boeheim to Boeheim was you see Jimmy, Buddy, with Dad, 5 feet away, just loving it. Calm, acting like he's cool, which he is. But he knows inside he is absolutely as happy as can be.
Exactly. Now the smile. Yes.
Well, I did eat at what is it? Is it Mario and Salvo's? I tried the pizza here in New York and Syracuse, and they said Coach Boeheim used to come in about once a week.
You're all for Epicurean delights on the road.
I got to check it out, you know. That was the same one Barstool, Dave Portnoy, who's got a deal with Fox, I have read about now, doing the big noon kickoff. Gave him a 7.6. I had to give him a 7.8.
Jimmy, 10 on the shot clock. And on the spin, a steal for We Are D3. They're down 4, they are down 2 on the stick back by Willoughby.
Well, that was Nichols on defense that got all of that going. He is really difficult on both ends.
On the wing, Wilson trying to lay it over to Jimmy, and it goes off Boeheim's fingertips out of bounds. Coming in, Charles Pride for Boeheim's Army. 4:06 in the third, and a 51-49 Army lead. They know they're in a ball game now. It looked like D3 might get blown out of the building in the first quarter, but to their credit, they fought back, made a game of this. Azor. This has been the difference maker right here. Floater by Nichols. He is having a night.
The silencer is cooking.
Buddy Boeheim. And now D3 can take the lead. And as much energy as this crowd can give Boeheim's Army, they're sitting on their hands right now. Christian Parker putting it in, and We Are D3 goes up by 2.
The crowd is in shock right now.
First lead of the night for D3.
And another outside shot, and I think Coach Griffin wants to get the team the ball down. I'm inside the lane. He wants some touches in the paint. Try to get it inside out if you're going to shoot that jump shot.
Davis for 2. Gets his own miss. Can he get it off? No. Follow. No. Tipped out again. And a run out for Gilliard. Corrals it to Buddy. That's a block and a foul, and he hit hard. Heated in Syracuse. 2:22 to go in the third. We Are D3 looking to pull the stunner. We are back in Syracuse at the top left corner of your screen. We got a big upset brewing in Indianapolis. All good dogs. The Butler alums down by 10. Nearing the end of the third quarter there. And at the bottom of your screen in Kansas City, the Kansas State alums, Purple Rain, taking on JHX Hoops. And that is just underway in KC. Now, we got great basketball coming up later in the week here on all of the Fox channels on FS1 and FS2 and Big Fox as well. And Tuesday night, we're looking at Lexington for Everline Drive in La Familia. That kicks off at 6 o'clock on FS2. We'll have round 3 here in Syracuse Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. And also Wednesday night in Louisville. Wednesday night at 9 for the LA Ignite against Cancer Sideline. Sideline Cancer, rather. And here we go with Buddy Boeheim at the line.
I think that Everline Drive La Familia game could be epic.
Good one.
Really good teams. Everline Drive is very good, as everybody in TBT knows.
Buddy Boeheim knocks him down. And we are tied at 53. 2:22 to go in the third. D3 comes up. Let's check in with Sean.
Thanks, Bob. Boeheim's Army guard Charles Pride didn't attend Syracuse, but he's from nearby Liverpool and won a state championship in the area. GM Sean Belby added him to this roster for his defense, and he now picks up the Ty Nichols assignment. Let's see how he fares with the silencer.
.145 to go. Jimmy Boeheim knocked around as he gets into the lane. Foul on Willoughby.
They need to find somebody to silence the silencer. Sean, they may be looking to you here soon.
Ty Nichols with 21 points. And Jimmy Boeheim is at the line here for Boeheim's Army. He has scored 6 tonight. It's his first visit to the line. Changes for D3. David Murray comes into the game. David out of Merrimack. Just finished his college eligibility. Boeheim ready. Jimmy Boeheim ready for the second shot.
I don't know what his plus minus is tonight, but it feels like they've played really well when Jimmy is in the game. Like he just does a lot of good things.
Here's Azor.
Azor's done a nice job too, just running this team while Nichols goes off everywhere.
Boy, they had Murray on a post-up. They just couldn't get to the ball. 5 on the shot clock. The floater rolls in. Just died on the rim and dropped.
That first step by Nichols is deadly.
55 aside.
They got a McCullum mismatch inside, but Nichols.
Oh, look at those hands. What a steal by Daquan Davis. And then Azor dropped it out of bounds. 54 seconds left in the half.
Well, that first step got around Mason, and then just gorgeous touch. He's got it all. He's got it's everything he can do. Now watch this. There's Nichols there, and then Davis comes and gets it. Huge mismatch, but not able to convert. Again, I think Boeheim's Army's got to get it inside. Yeah, be patient, get it inside, work it into the paint. If they go back outside, no problem, but get some touches in the paint.
Wilson. Oh, Richardson going up and over everybody to get that one. He may have gotten away with a push on Nichols, but he got the basketball and scored. 57-55.
They just need that hustle, a hustle play like that to get them kind of ignite this offense.
Shot clock is off. Nichols show at midcourt, and he draws Frank Mason defensively. A whistle stops play and a foul on Frank Mason. 11.2 seconds remaining in the third period. D3 with the basketball. Throw in from underneath. Nichols in that corner. Mason coming to double. And a foul is called with 5.3. No one in this building can believe it except Todd Nichols and D3.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit like a bailout to me. That was the farthest away that we could see. Let's see here, Bob. I thought that was a bailout. I thought Richardson actually had his hand on the ball. Nichols tried the old Kobe kind of swing underneath, but I thought Boeheim's Army did a great job actually containing it, not getting too much arm.
Frank Mason came over and applied the double team, and it looked like Boeheim's Army had him trapped with no escape.
It was a smart play by Nichols, don't get me wrong, but I don't think the right call.
25 points for Nichols. And through it all, these are his first 2 free throws of the game.
That's amazing, because he gets to the line a lot.
2 seconds, one. Mason, no. Rebound D3, and we will be tied going to the fourth quarter. We are D3. Another epic Elam Ending is right around the corner.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
At the end of 3 in Syracuse, the top seed with all it can handle. Todd Nichols willing D3 to this one. Sunday on Fox with a historic three-peat on the line. Can Alex Paulo become the fastest ever to lock up an Indy Series championship? Or will the Pack hold him off at Laguna Seca? It all starts Sunday at 3 Eastern, only on Fox. We are back in Syracuse. The fourth quarter about to begin. Todd Nichols has 26 of D3's 57 points. And We are all even. And if you were with us at the start, you might have thought D3 was going to get blown out of this building. Boeheim's Army started fast, hitting threes. The crowd was excited. Then things settled down. And D3 has a shot to pull off the big upset.
Absolutely. And I think for Boeheim's Army, the big thing here is they don't want to get to the Elam Ending with a close game, because Nichols has been clearly the best player on the floor. And you don't want that with him getting 3 or 4 touches late in an Elam Ending.
Boeheim's Army made its living on the three-pointer here in their first game and hit 5 of them in the first quarter tonight. But since the first quarter, they are 2 for 9 on threes.
And playing Gilliard and Frank Mason together, I don't think we've seen a lot of that together. And just good defense there by Sobel on the wing. A good pressure on the wing creates a turnover.
Sobel, a very underrated player.
Yep. He's done some good things tonight.
Ty Nichols gives it up. Azor bags in a 3.
And the biggest thing also that Boeheim's Army fighting here, the confidence of we are D3. They believe they can win right now. That's tough to handle.
Jimmy Boeheim over Sobel. D3 the rebound, then Azor's off to the races. This guy has been hard to stop, and a great dish inside. Every head turned as Demetrius Underwood took the shovel pass from Ty Nichols and laid it in. And looky here, 62-57.
Here we go. Wow, Nichols.
Oh, you gotta love Ty Nichols, ladies. He does the dishes.
This guy's got more moves than there are Dunkin' Donuts in New York State. I've never seen so many Dunkin' Donuts in my life in one state every time I turn the corner. But Nichols does it, the assist, the scoring, the 3, inside, outside. Oh, man, he has been the best player on the floor tonight.
Now, for Boeheim's Army, finding a consistent score for all of their three-point shooting. Maybe this is the guy. And it's another turnover as the ball's flicked away from Hughes.
This is huge.
Peak. Stick back, no. Sobel. Oh, my goodness. 2-point blankers that did not go. Gilliard. Hughes throws it away. Came down out of bounds.
Well, that was the right thing to get on the break. They just a little out of control. And
this is the part of our telecast where the players tend to lose their minds a little bit.
Well, I was just going to say, down 5, Elam ending in, 3.5 minutes. The biggest thing for Boeheim's Army, do not get stressed, right? Don't panic. Do not panic, as the old commercial said. And that's the key for them. You feel a little bit of stress now coming in.
Oh, nice flip inside by Samuel Peak. And D3's got him on the run now. 64-57. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, they turn it over again. Gilliard thought he got tripped, no call. Azor. Underwood goes through. Matched against the big. Underwood fades. Missed a tough shot. Buddy Boeheim the rebound.
They believe they can do anything at this point.
Wilson backs down his man. Stuffed by Sobel, but a foul on Samuel Peak.
Yeah, Sobel from the weak side got all ball, but what's happened now, Bob, is Nichols has given everyone on his team belief. And look at here, you see other teammates acting like Nichols, doing things that, these are great players, but they have ultimate confidence right now.
Jamil Wilson, TBT vet.
Yeah, the Boeheim's Army, again, to me it feels, I've been there before as a high seed in an NCAA tournament. You have to believe every possession, take it one possession at a time. You can't, there's no 7-point plays. You know, you can get your 2 or 3, and you just got to work your way back in it.
Elam Ending coming at the 4-minute mark. Peak, dishes, laying good.
Just taking it at him, bringing the fight to him.
Boeheim's Army down by 7. Buddy Boeheim recovers. Gilliard to the corner, and Hughes missed the 3. Wilson the offensive rebound. He's doubled, having a foul on D3.
Tell you what, Wilson does a lot of really high IQ plays for this team. Again, this Pete kid all of a sudden just showing incredible ability to set teammates up. And he's just absolute aggressiveness right now, not playing to lose, playing to win.
Playing 3 seasons at Connecticut Wesleyan, then at Stetson. We mentioned in the G League last year, and Buddy Boeheim comes up with a huge 3.
Yeah, biggest shot of the game for Boeheim's Army. Let's see if that can do something for them on defense now. They've got to get stops.
4-point ball game. Peak driving in. Saves it. Azor back to Peak.
Peak's a problem right now. He's doing what he wants.
He goes up and over Buddy Boeheim, but shot it long. Rebound Underwood.
Didn't even move. Right to him.
Like a ball magnet. He drives through the double team. Peak swings it. Ty Nichols. Off the screen. Drives on the big. Flipped it off. No good. Gilliard has it. 5:20 left on the clock. Buddy. Sidestep. No. Inside. Gets it back. Kicks to Wilson. Everybody wanted Buddy to shoot it. And it's another Boeheim's Army turnover. Buddy Boeheim rips it out of there. And a timeout was called by Boeheim's Army.
Oh. Players can call timeouts, right?
A 30-second timeout for Boeheim's Army when the house was burning down.
Wow. Well, they're marching right now, and the scuffle, you thought it was going to go to each team 4 different times. Who called the timeout? Was it Buddy?
But you got to have possession of the ball.
I know.
They had to come from the bench.
That's what Alan
Hughes had it, yeah.
Corner, opposite, yep. Hey, Buddy, I want you to ghost it, come up like you're going to set it, ghost out of it, start your shot opposite, and I want you to try to drive it down, get him in rotation, try to swing it out for 3. All right, let's go.
The head coach, Alan Griffin, in Boeheim's Army's huddle as they are being tested here by We Are D3. We've got 1:03 before the Elam Ending. Boeheim's Army without a team foul. We Are D3 has 2. Boeheim's Army has 1 timeout left after burning that one right there.
Well, this minute really almost could be the game, Bob. You just think about it. They could tie this up in the next minute or be down 8. Like anything could happen.
Wilson back to Gilliard for 3. In and out, and a foul called as Gilliard got whacked and hit the deck in front of the Army bench.
Wow, that changes everything. Trying so hard to get out on him in a contest. It's a hustle play, but
Christian Parker just could not hit the brakes in time.
Yep.
And 3 free throws for Gilliard.
Well, and I think he got caught, I'll call it kind of in between, Bob. He was trying to contest, but then stopped almost because he knew he didn't want to foul, and then the momentum got him right into the feet.
Well, We Are D3. When they played Boeheim's Army in this building in 2019, We Are D3 led by 14 points and couldn't put them away.
Yeah, you and I talked about that coming to this game, and there's a great memory by you. And to some degree playing out like that a little bit.
66-65. We are D3. Gilliard all over Ty Nichols. Finds Underwood inside. Picked up by Parker. Here's Azor. Nichols. Good! The silencer strikes again. The crowd was screaming. And then there was Ty Nichols. Gilliard count the basket. And the bump charged Underwood.
Wow. This is incredible action right here. We're going to have 9 points in the last, 12 seconds.
Gilliard could cut it to 1.
With that shot right there by Nichols, my goodness.
Gilliard's got 17.
Yeah, he's been clutch.
18.
Hit those three free throws. But the and one there.
Now D3's got a 1-point lead. Less than 30 seconds, so it was at 4:27. They can take it down to the 4-minute mark and call a timeout and set the Elam Ending. Azor, last touched by Boeheim's Army. 11 on the shot clock.
Or do they try to score if they get a good shot?
And foul.
But if they don't get a good shot, then just run it down.
You got to start that strategy of the Elam's Ending right here.
I think you try for a quick hitter. You have a play that they're going to call, most likely for Nichols. See what you can get. If you don't have it, then you call timeout.
Let's see what Nichols could do. Gilliard defending him. I think they may sit on it here. No, Nichols. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ty Nichols.
He is in another world right now. Oh my goodness.
Matt, come on.
This is insane. Ty Nichols on a heater of all heaters. The silencer. Let's go.
Elam Ending is next. Coach can't look. Got it! And we are D3 survives in the Elam Ending.
The target score for this game is 80 points.
Coach can't look. Got it! And we are D3 survives in the Elam Ending. Hughes for three. Ends it. What a way to cap off your first TBT. And those were the Elam Enders on Saturday for these two teams. We've shut the game clock off now. The target score is set at 80 by adding 8 points to our D3's score. The first team to hit 80 will win this game. And that man right there is the story of TBT tonight. The highest point total for any player in this year's tournament, 32 for Ty Nichols as we go to the Elam Ending. Boeheim's Army with the basketball as they have got to come from behind. Wilson for three. And a foul on D3.
Yeah, good job there by Jimmy Boeheim to get position. He was being held when he tried to get the offensive rebound. Good hustle play.
So the foul on Demetrius Underwood will send Jimmy Boeheim to the line. Keep in mind, Boeheim's Army does not have a team foul in the fourth quarter. So they can really go after them defensively.
That's right, and the opposite is true, obviously, for We Are D3. They fouled there, and in this format, you foul without a shot. They get one free throw and the ball back. So, such a big play there. If I'm Boeheim's Army, I'm attacking D3 knowing that they are in the bonus. I would attack them as much as possible. That looked like a backcourt.
And it is. Elijah Hughes lost the dribble, and that's a violation. All eyes on Ty Nichols. He has been Superman for We Are D3.
Yeah, they're going to put, Boeheim's Army put Gilliard on him, which I think is a great move. Smaller, but the only guy, it seems, that can stay with him.
Boy, Nichols, and we got a foul on Wilson.
Well, and that looked like a foul actually on Nichols. If you watch here, that was right in front of us, Bob. Nichols grabbed Wilson's arm and pulled it towards him. Watch this, veteran move here. Look, he takes his arm and then pulls it towards him. There it is. That's a foul on Nichols. Smart player though. He's wise. Whoa!
Great block. And the ball is out of bounds and belongs to Boeheim's Army.
Is that Hughes? Did that block that? My goodness.
Mike Rainiac, another chance. Yeah, that was Hughes indeed. Good call.
If I, again, get to the rim if I'm Boeheim's Army. Create contact.
Three ball. Into Hughes.
This is what they need right here. Contact post up.
Off on the baseline. Knocked around, out of bounds, and it's going to be D3 basketball. I mean, this is the equivalent of a basketball war right now.
Yep. Great call.
It is hand-to-hand combat in the paint and tough defense on the ball. Azor. Underwood trying to turn the corner against the bigger man, Boeheim. Jimmy defending it, an ISO. 6 on the shot clock. The fade is good. Cool under pressure, Demetrius Underwood.
Yeah, and I didn't even love that matchup for We Are D3. He just made almost an impossible shot, guarded very well by Jimmy Boeheim.
Wilson.
That's a foul.
Man, all kinds of contact. That's what I'm telling you. It's basketball war right now.
It is.
You cannot let it get to you.
This is a really tough shot. Boeheim plays great D. Just really difficult.
Buddy Boeheim denied on the entry. Now across, here he comes. Nichols to Underwood, and they are 4 points away. 76 points for We Are D3. Gilliard. And a foul. These Syracuse fans, they don't know what to do. Should they scream? Should they sit?
Nice dish there by Nichols. Good finish.
Gilliard at the line. It's louder right now in the Syracuse library. I mean, not one person in here said a word.
I was worried that what you just said might have, that Gilliard might have heard it.
You got to go to your golf course.
That's right. I think he's got 7 iron.
Ooh, missed it.
Oh, big miss there.
And a big possession right here for D3. Azor had it knocked away. But a save for Parker.
On the ground. And to your point right there, that's a good foul because you know you've got, what, 3 more before they get in the bonus. And Nichols' first step, he's got the fastest first step I've seen in this tournament.
And it creates such an advantage for the offensive player. When you've got that quick first step and a pick and roll,
Yep.
I mean, it's over.
It's
And
over.
then the defense has to make a decision.
Yep.
Where's the help coming from, and then punish the help.
And what makes it worse, he can make threes, so you have to get up on him.
Buddy's on him up top, 6-7. The pass out of bounds. Was it deflected? D3 says yes. And it's got to be a 4-point game in the Elam Ending to get the video review.
That's right.
It's a 6-point spread right now. Gilliard, Buddy Boeheim. These Syracuse fans, they cannot believe their ball club's in trouble like this. Buddy for 3. And this one out of bounds. And D3 comes down the court again. They are 4 points away from one of the biggest upsets in TBT history. TBT has seen D3 compete 6 times before this year. They had won 1 game. They're trying to win on the road, if you will.
Now you got McCullough. I thought Nichols would try to take McCullough there.
Azor, sidestep 3. Underwood for 2. Tip no. Boeheim's got it.
Crazy action right now.
Hughes is fouled.
Well, again, now he goes to the line for 1, and they get to keep the ball. I mean,
So Todd Nichols just picked up his 5th foul.
That's the other thing. Not only go at him, but go at Nichols every time. I bet if you went at Nichols after this free throw, Bob, he literally let you make a layup.
But the free throw is missed by Elijah Hughes.
There's 2 in the end. Let's see who Nichols is starting.
Those are precious points.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Gilliard is being guarded by Nichols. If I'm Gilliard, I take Nichols right to the rim. I don't think he'll even touch him.
Buddy from the corner. Got it.
That was the same play they ran right before.
Yes.
The Elam Ending. Buddy loves that baseline.
Boeheim's Army 7 points away. Samuel Peaks in trouble and a timeout for D3.
That was a good timeout by Peak right there. He was in trouble.
And it's going to be a full timeout. We are D3. 4 points away. And Boeheim's Army now 7 away thanks to this Buddy Boeheim 3.
Yeah, under pressure, but he just loves it because he gets rhythm by moving off of that screen, loves the corner, and right in front of his dad again.
We're going to go Iverson in the thumbs, Christian in that dunker spot. Okay, Christian in the dunker spot right here. Right here, look for dump-offs. Guys, all pressure's on them, right? Just get to the basket, get 2s. We cannot complain about anything. Let's just run Iverson, get tied the ball, and then we're driving, weaving. Let's get pitchbacks. Hey, know who you got defensively. We score, we sprint back, we get another 2. That's it, and it's game. Okay, we know how this works in Elam, right? You guys are doing great. Okay, right here. I'm right here.
Mike Rainiac, former Amherst coach, a head man for 6 years at New Paltz, a ton of coaching experience, and it has been his passion to get D3 to this level. And a chance for their biggest win ever, and to do it in front of this crowd. But the 4 toughest points they're going to score are the 4 to get them to the promised land. Boeheim's Army is D'ing it up and being physical.
And they don't need a 3. They just need 2 scores.
Underwood, a tough fade, short, and out of bounds to Boeheim's Army.
That was a tough shot. He had hit that shot.
And D3 wants a challenge on the possession. And I believe it went off Hughes.
You may be right, because there was someone behind Hughes, and they can challenge right when they're within 4 points of the 80, and that's what they're at 76. This is going to be interesting.
With the naked eye,
Yeah.
where we are, Matt, I thought Hughes was the last to touch.
I agree. It was one of those plays that somebody was on his back a little bit, and sometimes they don't. It's almost like the guy behind him hit it, but it might have hit Hughes' hand as well. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Let's listen in, too.
I don't know.
Any other angle you have? Here we go.
Right here,
Great. One more.
And how do you?
Azor got up there, but I
Yeah.
thought the last contact with the ball was on Hughes' hand, his left hand.
Yeah, that was a better angle, and it's certainly not as clear as day, but they originally gave it to Boeheim's Army,
Yes.
right? They might actually keep it with Boeheim's if they don't have clear and convincing evidence that it went off of
Baseline.
Hughes. Wow, that's tight. Did it hit his right hand possibly when they're
That could be.
I like the angle better when they were up very high from the right side. Because to me, it almost...
Just run those angles again. Let me see.
My gut is they might just keep it with Boeheim's Army because they don't have clear evidence going off of Hughes.
Hold on, let me see the front.
But if I had to
One more
say,
time.
I would say it went off of Hughes.
You have enough? Hey, Mike. Mike. Inconclusive. Keep it the same way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They just didn't have enough evidence to overturn it.
But now, We Are D3 does not have a timeout.
But I think the perfect challenge by Coach Rainiac. I mean, I would have challenged that too.
So Boeheim's Army, 7 points away. We Are D3, 4 points away.
Again, I keep saying it, Bob, but Boeheim's Army, they have them in the bonus. Go at them.
Boeheim, not enough room.
And they're going to need 3 scores.
Gilliard, Hughes for 3. And we've got a foul on Boeheim's Army.
Offensive foul number 5, Chris McCullough. That is his second and the team's third.
Third team foul on Boeheim's Army. Last year, We Are D3 was 3 points away from hard fire. Couldn't close it.
They've had a tough time getting any looks these last 3-4 possessions.
Underwood. And again, this one's knocked out of bounds and belongs to D3.
Yeah, lucky that was clearly Boeheim's Army had that steal. It's kind of a lucky bounce there. Now this is going to Nichols. They're going to get him the ball out front. or in the post, it looks like.
Man, this is some big-time tension right here.
Wow.
Oh, wow. What a save by Davis. 3 missed. And we've got a foul call. A foul called on Boeheim's Army, I believe.
But did he kick his leg out? Did Nichols kick his leg out to create that contact? That's what Boeheim's Army is saying. Now let's watch here if he does. I can't tell there.
Well, no challenge. And Ty Nichols will shoot 3 free throws. Missed the first. They need just 4 points. But the last, I don't know, what, 3 possessions, 4 possessions? There's a lid on that basket.
Yeah. The Boeheim Army has been terrific, and now the crowd trying to create a miss.
Ty Nichols, a Springfield, Massachusetts native, went to Keene State in New Hampshire. And since turning pro was an MVP in the Czech NBDL in 24. He's got 2 of the 3, and We Are D3 can win it next time down.
Yeah.
(78-73), Buddy. And we've got 2 men going at it. Both hit the deck, and the foul's going to be on We Are D3. The foul's on Samuel Peak. I'm telling you, it's hand-to-hand combat in the paint.
It is. Now McCullough, if he makes this, they could get to within 2 possessions.
Oh man.
Oh.
Another. That's the third missed
one.
free throw in the Elam Ending. Think those aren't big?
But again, keep attacking. In fact, I thought maybe Rainiac would take out Nichols for defense and bring him back in for offense there.
Whether they score or not, they being Boeheim's Army, D3 is going to have a chance to win it on the next possession.
That's right. I'd post up Boeheim here with Nichols on him.
And the lane is good by Chris McCullough. 78-75, and here they come.
Here we go.
A 2 or a 3 wins it. Does Nichols have one more bit of magic in him? Shot clock at 15. Azor back to Nichols. Underwood slides to Azor, 5 seconds. Davis, somebody's got to shoot it. 1 on the clock, Davis, no! And a shot clock violation on D3.
Well, they got a little tentative on that possession, partly because they couldn't get it to Nichols. But great defense by Boeheim's Army. I keep saying it here, Bob. If I'm Boeheim's Army, drive to the bucket to create contact. You can get some foul shots and retain possession. You could actually theoretically win it on this possession.
Boeheim for 3. And we are tied at 78. Next basket wins it.
This is it. Do they blitz? They go one-on-one. They may blitz them. They may just double them right off the bat. It's a good call.
Tipped. But there's a foul on Buddy Boeheim, and that will put them in the penalty. That's the 15th foul on Boeheim's Army.
So they have 1 shot
and possession.
Okay. But they're not going to win it with this shot. But that could create something later if they get fouled on a 2 and only need to hit 1 out of 2. Wow, incredible action here. This is amazing.
Jim Boeheim saying, I'm glad they didn't have the Elam Ending when I was coaching.
This is incredible.
Too strenuous.
Oh my goodness.
We Are D3 is 1 point away.
They're 1 point away, but 1 basket from losing too. It's insane.
Can D3 pull it off? Boeheim's Army, they can get a stop. They'll have a chance to win. Nichols got it! He hit it off the glass! Oh my! D3 has done it!
Nichols is literally taking over our spot, Bob. This kid silenced everybody.
Unbelievable! A stunning upset in Syracuse.
We almost got trampled on.
Oh my!
Has that ever happened to you in your career?
No, never. Ty Nichols hit the shot, and what a shot he hit.
I talked about it earlier. Guys, when you hit bank shots, you got to get it up on the square, on the corner or higher. He did that running. He did it to perfection, and it was the mid-range, the little runner that got that bucket. He did, and fitting that he made the shot. He was the best player all night.
That was unbelievable. And then Nichols runs to midcourt and jumps right on our broadcast table. Ty Nichols, 36 points. And this big crowd files out of SRC Arena. They cannot believe what they just saw. We are D3. Get it to stick, fellas. And how about Mike Rainiak, the head coach of We Are D3, with an incredible win for a program that he's nurtured through the years at TBT, and they come into this building and get a win
against an incredibly good Boeheim's Army team. This team had the ability, we all thought, to maybe win it all and at least get to the Final Four. So to do it in this building, wow, incredible.
Boeheim's Army came out and they hit 5 threes in the first quarter of this game, and it looked like it might be a runaway. But toward the end of the first quarter, D3, you pointed it out, Matt, they got their sea legs about them. They sort of worked their way back into the game. Then Boeheim's Army went up 12 in the second. They cut it back again. And then, of course, the second half went big time to We Are D3, and that'll match them up against the Stars of Stores in this building on Wednesday night at 7 Eastern Time. Let's send it over to Sean.
Ty Nichols, we told the story on the broadcast of your nickname, the crowd silencer. You lived true to that here in Syracuse tonight. How did you pull this off?
I mean, just a credit to my teammates. They give me the confidence to take any shot that I want, and I'm confident in myself to take any shot I want. But it doesn't come down to me. It doesn't revolve around me. We all played together. We all got stops on the defensive end. We all made big plays. So it's a credit to them, credit to the coaching staff, and the 12 fans that we had. So, I mean, shout out to everybody.
Ty, you're from the hometown of Springfield, Massachusetts, home of the National Basketball Hall of Fame. You put in a TBT legendary performance tonight. How do you keep this going?
I mean, it's just the credit to the work I put in when nobody's watching. And then when the lights shine the brightest, that's when I play my best. So, I mean, I just feel like I just feel like when the lights shine the brightest, I play my best. And, again, shout out to my teammates. You know, they keep me going. And we got one more game to play.
You and your teammates, you are all true D3 players. What are you out here to prove?
That small schools can play too. That's all it's about. And we want some money. Type shit.
Ty Nichols and We Are D3, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Bob.
Yes, at the end of the day, it's always about the cash.
By the way, Ty Nichols, the best player, also the funniest guy in the tournament.
Oh, that was tremendous. What a performance. 36 points on 13 of 20 shooting, 6 of 10 from 3, and one of the most incredible drives to win an Elam Ending we've ever seen.
Hey, hello, NBA. Somebody signed this kid up right away.
Final score, We Are D3 81, Boeheim's Army 78. More great action. What a tournament it has been, ripe with upsets. And this may be the biggest of the tournament right here. So long from Syracuse.